Good morning. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the PNC Arts Center for today's commencement exercises for the Oak Ridge High School class of 2025. Please remain standing, and guests please stand and remove your caps for the Air Force Junior ROTC presentation of the colors, Pledge of Allegiance, and National Anthem. Our Student Senate President, Joseph Montefano, will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our national anthem will now be performed by Megan Valenzola and signed by Iman Diab, a proud alum of Oak Ridge High School class of 2021, who recently graduated magna cum laude from Kane University, whose brother Yassine is also graduating today. At this time, please be seated. All right. At this time, I'd like to recognize our distinguished guests who have joined us on stage. I ask that you please hold any applause until all guests are introduced. I'd like to welcome our Board of Education, Ms. Jennifer D'Antuono, President, Ms. Elena Francisco, Vice President, Mr. Richard Dunn, Mr. Sal Giordano, Ms. Marjorie Jodry, Ms. Christina Mazzone, Mr. Jay Slade, Mr. Matthew Silikowski, and Mr. Kieran Venkatesan. From our central administration, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. David Cittadino, our Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Kathleen Hofer, the Assistant Superintendent of Academic Programs, Dr. James Toohey, our School Business Administrator, Mr. David Weidel, Our Director of Athletics, Mr. Dan Domino. Our Director of Arts and Cultures, Ms. Anahita Keeler. The Director of Technology, Mr. James Yanazelli, and the Director of Grants, Intervention, and Student Services, Dr. Caitlin Calabria. Our high school administration, Principal, Dr. Vincent Sasso. Vice Principals, Ms. Sally Fazio, Mr. Richard Mazurek, and Mr. John Bill. Our District Supervisor, Special Ed English, Language Arts K-5, Ms. Alexis Adenolfi. Secondary Special Education, Dr. Christine Doherty. Science and Assessment, Mr. Jeffrey Caulfield. English and Social Studies, Mr. Rocco Salutatoran. Business, Design, Technology, and Family Consumer Science and Nurses, Ms. Karen Hicks. Mathematics, Ms. Stacy Winters. And our District Building Administrators, Principal of Shepherd Elementary, Mr. Joseph Maranzoli. Principal of Memorial Elementary, Dr. Ray Payton. The Principal of McDivitt Elementary, Mrs. Lori Coletti. The Principal of Voorhees Elementary, Dr. Thomas Ferry. Vice Principals at Jonas Salk Middle School, Mr. Jason Lynch and Ms. Deirdre Seisler. And the Vice Principal at Carl Sanford Middle School, Mr. Timothy Godfrey. And the Mayor of Woolbridge, the Honorable Eleanor Debbie Walker, and our hometown representative in Trenton, the former Mayor of Woolbridge, current State Senator, Mr. Owen Henry. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here today for what is the most important day in your school journey in Woolbridge. At this time, I'd like to take a moment and recognize a very special group of individuals whose support makes events like this possible. Our Board of Education. It starts with the 9 of them. And in my 13 years as a high school administrator, I believe this is the first graduation that they were all able to attend together as a group, and that show of unity, if nothing else, their collective presence speaks volumes about how they care for all of you, our commitment to our schools and communities. So please join me in welcoming and thanking our dedicated Board of Education for making today possible, for all being here today. And at this time, to offer our welcome address, I'd like to welcome to the podium Board of Education member, Miss Marjorie Jodry.
Knights, parents, families, faculty, fellow Board of Ed members, friends, and most importantly, the amazing class of 2025. Welcome to a day painted in purple and black. Colors you've worn with pride from freshman orientation at the Ellie McDermott Grade 9 Center, under the lights of Lombardi Field, and to this very moment at your graduation in the PNC Bank Arts Center. This morning, you not only sit in caps and gowns, but in the fullness of everything you've become. You're no longer just students of Woolbridge High School. You are the sum of early mornings, hallway laughter, heartbreak, healing, and thousands of moments, some ordinary, some unforgettable, that brought you here. You began high school in 2021, a year that still smelled faintly of hand sanitizer and uncertainty. You were asked to be flexible before you even learned to drive. You navigated online classes, crowded hallways, and conversations that mattered more than they seemed. You showed us what it means to lead with compassion and keep going even when it wasn't easy. And you did all that in Old Bridge, a town that shaped you long before high school, where snow days felt like magic, where friendships were born on Little League fields, where places like Lombardi Field, Browntown, Guy Park, and the St. Ambrose Carnival aren't just places, they're forever a part of your story. Some of you are ready to leave. Some of you are holding on to this moment, and both are okay. Because whatever path you take, college, trade school, military, career, discovery, you're not leaving Old Bridge behind, you're carrying it with you. You carry the voice of the teacher who believed in you, the coach who said you've got this, the friend who stayed, the classroom where it finally clicked, the nights you cried, the days you laughed until you couldn't breathe, the These moments become your compass. And let me be clear, every victory you achieved is still a victory. Some of you earned awards, some of you gave speeches, and some kept showing up on hard days. Every one of those things matter. You did that. Greatness doesn't always shout, sometimes it whispers. It's the student who asked for help, the one who chose kindness when no one was watching. These moments may not come with medals, but they mean everything. This morning, I don't offer you a map, maps are fixed, life is not. So instead, I offer you a compass, one that points not to true north, but to true you. Its needle is guided by 4 things you already know: curiosity, courage, community, and kindness. Guard that compass. It will help you recalibrate when life says recalculating and the road ahead feels uncertain. You've also earned your voice. Use it. When something feels wrong, speak out. When someone else needs you to speak for them. Knights don't charge in swinging, they stand first. They stand for justice, they stand for kindness, they stand for each other. And when you fail, and sometimes you will, because all brave people do, remember, in Old Bridge, we know bridges are built one beam at a time. If the structure needs repair, we don't walk away, we repair, we rebuild. So today, I challenge you with 3 final quests. Stay true to you. The world doesn't need more people who follow a script. It needs more people who write new ones. Stay bold. Fortune favors the knight who volunteers to go first. Stay kind. Kindness is not small. It's world-changing in quiet ways. When you feel unsure, that's okay. You don't need a map. Just a heart that listens, a mind that keeps learning, and the courage to take one honest step forward. And when you succeed, and you will, lift others as you climb. Keep an eye on your rearview mirror, not out of nostalgia, but out of gratitude. Because our town, these teachers, these coaches, these friends, they're part of you. Take one quiet moment today to look around, not your phones, not at the stage, but each other. Let it remind you, you are loved here. You are known here, and you will always belong here. Class of 2025, may your armor gleam, your compass stay true, and your stories always end with, and then we help someone. We are so proud of you. We believe in you with our whole hearts. Congratulations, Knights.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. At this time, it is my honor to introduce the Salutatorian for the class of 2025, Samhita Palpinori.
Hello to all the Old Bridge faculty, students, family, friends, and most importantly to the class of 2025 for being here today. This moment feels so surreal, and I feel honored to stand before you all to speak. Now, before I begin, I think everyone here deserves a huge congratulations for making it to this moment and for simply coping with everything that's been thrown at us over the last couple of years. That alone is a kind of strength. Dr. Seuss once said that sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Based on your perseverance or experience at Old Bridge High School, the way you see this quote might change. But in general, I think we focus too much on life as a timeline, on how long we've been here, how fast we're moving, or what comes next, when maybe the point isn't time at all. Maybe it's about impact, how we affect others, and how others leave their imprint on us. To explain it better, I've always thought about our lives as our computers. Your computer stores a certain amount of documents with a given amount of storage. As your life progresses, you begin to store more documents. Some are beautiful, some are painful, and some you don't even recognize until they come up again. And eventually, you run out of storage, so you make a decision. You prioritize certain memories, delete others, and replace them, and this process repeats. We long for unlimited storage for all of our pictures and videos, but no one has the same type of computer. Some computers run faster, some crash more often, and some are running updates no one else sees. We want unlimited space so badly that we start comparing our storage to everyone else's. With differences comes envy. We wonder why someone else can handle more than us. are meant to be the same. Each is built with different programs, experiences, and updates based on what life has installed in us. Our differences make us unique, and maybe some are meant to store more files to keep you from crashing. You might not have the same speed or the same setup, but your system is wired for your path, not anyone else's. Your computer storage is a metaphor for your mindset, and these documents are memories we've made at Woodbridge High School, both good and so agonizing it's almost as if we purposefully delete them from our minds. From our high school experience, there's an entire gallery of memories we have collected. Pep rallies, assemblies, the musicals, football games, those walks in the hallways with your friends to avoid class, inside jokes, the one teacher who made you think you got in trouble but just called you aside to ask if you were okay. If there's something you find unnecessary that you choose to forget, you delete it. But why? Just to not relive a negative moment, to push away the bad, why must it be forgotten? We're quick to delete, but before you erase anything, try to learn from it. Sometimes the worst files are the ones that teach us how to grow. They are the crash reports and error messages that teach us to reboot differently next time. Yet every bug you fixed in yourself means that you're getting stronger. And happiness is crucial, arguably one of the most important things. But happiness alone doesn't build character. Challenge does, pressure does, mistakes do. Walking into a brand new environment and not knowing where to sit. Entering a new stage of life and not knowing how to start. There is no user manual for life, you write it as you go. Now I'm not telling you to immediately become an unstoppable whipping force. That kind of energy takes the same dedication, discipline, and multiple breakdowns. And even then, life is going to hand you rejection anyways. That's just part of your computer's code, bugs and all. But the only way to grow is to keep updating, keep pushing, keep trying to install something better even when your screen freezes. Being a student at Woodbridge High School taught me to not just follow the curriculum, but to make my own. That the most powerful statements are not always apparent. That silence doesn't mean nothing's going on. It taught me that leadership is in the spotlight. It's often working behind the screen, helping the world without asking for its credit. Now never forget to leave a little storage space for the less desired memories. We all have a little discomfort, a little weirdness, and a little bitterness in our lives. Because those are the files that shape you. They remind you where you've been. They are proof that your system is running, that you're still processing, still learning, and still alive. So keep going. Make space and make memories. Because if you've ever been changed by someone else, if you've ever been inspired, pushed, broken down, or built back up, then you owe it to the world to do the same. So, class of 2025, let's go out there and make this world a little more human, a little more bold, and a little more like Woodbridge. Let's not just log on to life. Let's participate, engage, and leave a mark, one file at a time. Congratulations, Knights, we're just getting started. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandra. At this time, would all the senior chorus and band members please take your places on the stage, exiting the aisle closest to you, using both ramps and the center aisle. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Old Bridge High School Chorus, who will be performing Homeward Bound. is now my pleasure to introduce the Old Bridge High School Band, who will be performing Bruno Mars' Greatest Hits, which will be followed by a special performance from Mr. Cittadino. From the bottom of their musical hearts, they thank you for your support over the years. One love. Thank you. The senior band and chorus members, please return to your seats using the ramps and the central aisle. Our next speaker needs no introduction to the Oak Ridge community. Over the past 13 years, I've watched him lead by example, and by doing so has reshaped the culture of Oak Ridge High School that will endure for years to come. It is a great honor to introduce my friend and mentor, the principal of Oak Ridge High School, Dr. Vincent Sasso.
Good morning. I might pass out, my zipper broke, not your fault, Trish. I can't see anymore, the glasses are fogged up, but this is the best time of your life. You have to trust me when I tell you that. So just enjoy. I think we've started the last 3 years at least. Can you get me going a little slow clap maybe? Can you get me going a little bit? Every assembly with this class for the last 3 years, that's how we got it started. All right. Good morning. On behalf of the Oak Ridge Township Board of Education, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. David Cinadino, and the Oak Ridge High School faculty and staff, I would like to welcome the parents, guardians, grandparents, family, and friends to the commencement exercises for Oak Ridge High School's class of 2025. It has not been an easy year, but on behalf of our students, I would like to extend a special thank you to our Board of Education and Central Administration leadership team for their unwavering commitment to ensure that all 699 of you can pursue your individual dreams. Among our graduates, we have students heading to some of the top universities across this great country. Those who have chosen to serve our nation in the military, others pursuing competitive trade schools and vocational programs, and some entering the workforce, prepared, confident, and equipped with the skills to make meaningful contributions to our society. The class of 2025 is represented in our community by a Girl Scout Gold Award recipient, Emily Bannon, and 4 Eagle Scouts, Brady Appleton, Noah Brown, Shane Halava, and Caleb Santiago. This class knows the meaning of being there for each other, and with the love and support of Brady's voice, we have established a Hope Squad that will lead positive change in our school community for many years to come. I see heroes in the class of 2025 who will leave home this summer to serve our country. At this time, will all those in attendance who actively serve and veterans who have served our country, especially the 14 members in the class of 2025, please stand and be recognized for your service. Why Oak Ridge High School was once again named a National School of Character. Once upon a time, September 2021 to be exact, just as the world was making its way back to normal, the class of 2025 burst through the Ellen McDermott Grade 9 Center like a Category 5 hurricane in sneakers. And speaking of the namesake of the EMGNC, included as members of this class was Shane Halava, Leah Gonzana, and Amaya Marshall, literally the next generation of McDermotts. So back to the story. We had just rolled out a bold new plan. Mr. Oliveri was going to go down to the Grade 9 Center and stay with the class for 4 years. So with lots of optimism, he headed across the bridge to begin that journey. Little did I know, that might be the last time I'd see him in one piece. Just a few weeks in, the first SOS landed on my desk. And from there on, the year unfolded like a reality show we never signed up for. Drama, comedy, surprise plot twist, we had it all. And yet, somewhere in the midst of the storm that year, something beautiful started to take shape. Acts of kindness began to shine through. Glimpses of brilliance and leadership emerged through chaotic class changes and questionable cafeteria choices. They were like a bunch of helium balloons, colorful, unpredictable, occasionally tangled. But once they found their rhythm, rise, and rise they did. As I reflect here today, I realize how much I love this class and appreciate the positive impact that they made on our school community. And I know I'm not alone. Sharing the moment today are over 100 faculty and staff who have stood by them every step of the way. During our opening day faculty meeting, we talked about upping the ante and making this year the best year ever. As Pat Riley said, there are only 2 options for commitment. You are either in or you're out. There is no life in between. There's the class of 2025. I know you can agree that our staff is all in. So please join me in saying thank you to your other family, the engine that drives our school community, and a faculty and staff who I am blessed to serve alongside of. Now listen, Coach Lons, I mean, you could correct me if I'm wrong, but I think the best way to say thank you is with a 3 clap. And we've been doing this for a while. And so, class of 2025, let's hear a nice 3 clap for our faculty and staff as a thank you for 4 years. All right, we're gonna go on, ready to go. 3 clap, ready to go. Emerging through that amazing group of adults are 2 women who I love and admire and have literally walked side by ride with you since freshman year. Ms. Manalo, Mr. Darrow, please stand and be recognized. Amazing class of value. You started the chaos freshman year with the freshman Friday party during testing and the first ever snow tubing freshman class trip. Then it was the first ever sophomore class trip to Supercharge. And unforgettable junior prom in the courtyard, setting the stage for our senior year. Nights in Neverland at homecoming, the senior dinner cruise, night bucks, which I apologize if I owe you something still. The senior prom and hundreds of those little moments woven in between. It is hard to put into words just how special this class is. But as we know in life, things change. Actually, not everything changes because the boys volleyball team wins another state championship. Graduates, it's time. Take a minute to say thank you to your family and friends because they share this immense pride of today. And as you leave the halls of our school, step boldly into the world. I ask you to carry the lessons that truly matter. Be kind, work hard. Let the pride of your family and the strength of our community be the foundation you build on. Legendary coach John Wooden once said, make each day your masterpiece. That's your charge. Show up with purpose, lead with heart, live with grit. Lift others as you climb, and never forget you already have what it takes to do something special. You will always carry with you the spirit of our Oak Ridge community and the motto that has guided you to do the right thing. Always remember, once a night, always a night. God bless the class of 2025, and as always, go Knights! It is now my honor. Congratulations, Sanhita. Number 2 is absolutely amazing, and it is my honor to introduce the Valedictorian. Number 1 out of 699. The 1600 SAT is pretty good. I mean, I think that's pretty good. The GPA over the 40 years, and this guy is a man of the people, and I'm so proud he's representing us today. Adnan.
Greetings, students, parents and teachers, and all distinguished guests. Thank you all for being here today. Today's graduation is not just our accomplishment, but yours too. I would like to especially thank my family for being here today, my mother, my father, my sister, and my grandmother who came all the way from Pakistan here today. Evening, with my almost 40 tardies and 15 absences, I'm honored to be speaking in front of you as Valedictorian of the class of 2025. As Valedictorian, I think I'm expected to talk about the hard work, the long nights, about the persistence that it took for me to get here. And for most of high school, I would have agreed with this. If you had asked what success meant to me just 1 year ago, I would have said the obvious to me. Grades, true ambition, and achievements. I saw life as a long resume, measured in milestones. I always needed to achieve more, work harder. I miss family dinners, hanging out with my friends, good times with my cousins, all to reach the next achievement, the next accomplishment, the next success. But I would like to share with you one moment that changed everything for me. One snowy day earlier this year, I received the news that my father was diagnosed with cancer. Suddenly, all of those achievements that I set out for, my high GPA, my SAT score, became just numbers on a paper. My planned path in life had fallen apart completely. For the first time, I realized the fragility of life, how short our time is on earth with the ones we love. In that moment, I wasn't a student, I wasn't a valedictorian, I was simply a son, and I nearly had completely forgotten what that had meant. Seeing my dad sick like that, all I had was regret over the hours I didn't just sit down and have dinner with him. This is starting to sound really grim, so before we move on real quick, my dad has peak cancer, so round of applause. My dad being here today, listening to me right now, shows how despite all the odds, he is here supporting me. And I can now see the strength of our bond rising above whatever milestones have got me here. Class of 2025, I know many of you can relate to this, our constant need to live in the future. Whatever goal you are chasing, whether it be in sports, fame, or money, make sure you work hard for them, but don't sacrifice those close bonds you hold. We are right on the doorstep of the real world, a world that will push everyone to compete, achieve, and climb as high as possible. But these material things pale in comparison to true personal connection. Of course, ambition should be celebrated and dreams should be upheld. But people matter more. We are not just graduates of Old Bridge High School, but sons, daughters, brothers, sisters, and we have to make sure to never forget our role. So here's what I hope you take from this speech. Chase your goals, dream big, become that doctor, that artist, the basketball player, the pro fortnite player, win that championship. But don't let your ambition become too great. Don't let it consume your life and affect the relationships you hold so dear to yourself. Because success will mean nothing if you have no one to celebrate with. Make time for those who make time for you. Your goals are important, but so is your little cousin asking if you have any games on your phone, or your dad when he asks how your day was. Mend those relationships prior that may have been broken. Reach out to that friend you fell out with. Say hi to that teacher you never said goodbye to. So to circle back, what success means to me now, and what it should mean to everyone, is having those personal connections with the people you love, whether it be a family member or a close childhood friend. This is what makes life meaningful. As we walk off this stage and enter the next chapter of our lives, remember, a trophy can't help you, nor can a letter at the top of your test, but a person can. I would like to end off with the following quote. Seek happiness and tranquility, and avoid ambition, even if it be the only apparently innocent one of distinguishing yourself. Thank you.
All right, one speech away here, guys. For the past 12 years, it has been my pleasure and my honor to introduce our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. David Cittadino, to the podium. However, this year, I'm going to get a little bit of help from our Student Senate President, Mr. Joseph Lanzafama. Joe, where are you?
Greetings, this is Joseph Lanzafama, proudly serving as excuse me, not my line. Anyway, on behalf of the graduating class, it is my honor to say thank you to Mr. Cittadino, who celebrates his final graduation ceremony as the Old Bridge Township Superintendent of Schools. This yearbook is signed and filled with memories from the students of the class of 2025. Thank you, Mr. Cittadino, for proudly serving as our superintendent and for your belief in the potential of every one of us. Once a night, always a night.
Good morning, everyone. Before I begin, I don't think we did that justice. That was quite good. Where's your dad? This dad, stand up, young man. Well, good morning, graduates, families, faculties, honored guests, and friends. Today is a celebration of achievement, growth, and the incredible journey of the class of 2025. You've worked hard to get here. You've overcome obstacles, embraced challenges, and written your own stories. And I'm honored to stand here with you as you turn the page onto a new chapter. This afternoon, marks not only your graduation, but also a transition of your own journey. After 12 years of serving as superintendent, this will be my final graduation here before I move on to lead another school district. Over the course of the past few months, I've received many emails, cards, letters, wishing me well as I prepare for a new career and opportunity. And I promise not to go on about me, but one email brings me to the focus of this parting message to each of you. Now, I was looking for the inspiration for this year's speech, and it came to me through an email, but I realized it was kind of like sitting right next to me the whole time. There are 4 kinds of people in the world. There are dog people. Let me hear from the dog people. There are cat people. The dog and cat people. And there's just those people who don't like anything. Today I'm going to talk to the dog people. So I received an email from a retired faculty member, Lisa Tonneson. And she remembered a story that when she first met me, when I was the principal at a soft school in 2007. And I remember this story so clearly. It was early morning, the students were arriving on the buses, and one of our students was getting off the bus and going in door number 3, and I noticed his shoe was untied. So I said, let me take this moment to tie this young man's shoe before he trips throughout the course of the day. As I bent over to tie his shoe, you know, you see something in the corner of your eye that doesn't feel right? Well, to the corner of my eye, I look, and there's probably a 120-pound Rottweiler running towards me with his ears flopping, his eyes going up and down. There's so much saliva coming out of his jowls, and I had enough time to think, this is going to be a lot of fun, or I'm going to get a lot of stitches. As I turned, he knocked into my butt, and he started licking my face. And I said, this is a lot of fun. And it was at that moment that I realized that I was prepared for that, because over the years, I've been lucky to share my life with many dogs. Doing the math, there have been 3 years in my 57 in which I didn't have a dog in my life. I think it's that understanding that provided me the comfort to remain calm when that 100-pound-plus dog was barreling towards me. Today, 3 dogs make up my canine family. There is a medical term for this. It's called a overdose. That's a dad joke. I have Daisy, Brandy, and a new pup we just took into the family, Ripley. 3 loyal companions who don't hold advanced degrees, but seem to know a lot about how life should be, and how they've inspired life lessons that I hope will benefit each of you as you graduate from Old Bridge High School. So this morning, from the heart of your superintendent and the wisdom of 3 dogs, I offer you this: life lessons learned from dogs. You should love unconditionally. Ripley, Daisy, Brandy, they don't care about test scores, college acceptance, or how your day went. No matter what, that's the kind of love we should strive to give and receive every day. You have to learn to live in the moment. Whether you're chasing a ball or sitting in the sun, dogs are all in. They don't miss the right now. So put down your phones, look up, be present. Life is happening all around you. Loyalty is everything. Daisy has never once missed my car pulling up to the garage. Loyalty like that is very rare. So be that kind of person. Hold tight to the people who show up for you again and again. And there's another kind of loyalty. And Dr. Sasso mentioned this before. We have 14 students who are going on to the service of our country. Loyalty to your nation. Is an unselfish kind of loyalty that really needs to be honored. So we have those 14 students stand up again. Because of your loyalty, you've inspired me as my first giveaway of the day. I reached out to the HeroAcademy.org. You can look that up, HeroAcademy.org. And I volunteered with that organization in the past. And what they do is provide canine companions to service members returning home with PTSD. I'm donating $200 to sponsor a dog for a service member coming home. I'm hoping that many of you will do that as well. You don't have to give $200, but reach out to theheroacademy.org and let's put it in the name of class of 2025. You have to surround yourself with a good pack. See, Brandy always finds her spot next to her two companions. Dogs know instinctively that the company you keep shapes your world. Find your people, the ones who will bring out the best in you, who tell you the truth, and who remind you of what you are worth. Over the past 20 years at Old Bridge, many members of my trusted team have proven the value of loyalty and friendship. Now, in this pack of the graduating class of 2025, I randomly selected 4 students who've taken a shelter dog or cat into their lives. Each of them will receive today a plush toy for your pet, and a gift card so that they can take care of their pet even better. Those students would be Julia Fontanez, please stand up, Katie Gallo, Jayla Guzman, and Greg Van Myers. Please stand up and come get your plush. Greg took in 3 shelter dogs. We have to overdose. And if they can just stand there together, if the photographer wants to take a picture of them. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for taking care of our canine friends. You need to learn to play often and with joy. Ripley finds joy in the simplest things. It could be a stick, it could be a breeze, a game of tug. Let joy be part of your life, not just something you schedule for weekends and on vacation. Make time to laugh, dance, and live freely every day. Life moves too fast, young people. Take time to enjoy yourself. Don't be afraid to ask for what you need. Dogs are never shy about that. They'll nudge your hand when they want a treat or a little attention. You deserve to be able to ask for help, for space, for understanding. Speak your truth. Never be afraid to ask for support. That's the main thing I think most adults and humans suffer. We're afraid to ask for help and support. Don't be afraid. There's plenty of people around you who love you, who care for you, and will do anything for you. If you're someone in this audience who will do anything for these kids in front of you, let me hear from you right now. Forgive quickly. You step on a pole by accident, and with seconds, you are forgiven. Holding on to resentment only weighs you down. Forgive others, forgive yourself, and move forward lighter in life. Greet every day with enthusiasm. Every morning in my house begins with tails wagging like it's Christmas. Wake up with purpose. Greet each day with gratitude. Treat every sunrise like it's a fresh chance. Be unapologetically yourself. Brandy doesn't worry about what other dogs think. She just is. She's a dog. That's enough. Be proud of who you are and trust that your authenticity is your greatest strength. Now, there's one of you in the class of 2025 that I've gotten to know over the past 4 years who really exemplifies the last 2 characteristics, being enthusiastic every time you meet her and being unapologetically yourself. I realized that when I was able to chaperone the trip to Costa Rica this year. So can I have Alexandra Sasha Rodea please come up to the stage? She's going to smile the whole way up, so she does a smile. Sasha, you get a $100 gift card to Amazon for your dorm room at Rowan University. Congratulations, I'm so very proud of you. Rest when you need it. Yes, a nap is necessary, and I'm sure I don't have to remind you that in college, but once you get beyond college, they're great too. Life moves fast, but you don't have to. Prioritize taking care of yourself, your own well-being. Take breaks, care for yourself, just as you would for a friend. And lastly, seek opportunities outside your yard. Dogs will often pace the perimeter of the safety of their fenced-in yard, seeking new opportunities to explore beyond the comfort of their yard. They want to sniff what's out there. They've called that safety of the yard home so many years. You know what? And at 57 years old, I found value in this lesson. There is a world of opportunity beyond your comfort zone. Seek it and take that opportunity. So to the class of 2025, as you walk across the stage into the next chapter of your life, I want you to remember this. You are ready. You are capable, and you are enough. Say that to yourself every day. You are enough. We have built a foundation here, and like a good pack, we've done it all together. As I prepare to bring a new chapter to my own, I leave this district with a full heart and an immense pride for the young people before you today. Thank you for letting me serve this community for the past 20 years. It has been my greatest honor. And from me, and from Ripley, Daisy, and Brandy, we wish you nothing but long walks, friendships, joyful adventures, and the courage to chase your dream every day. Congratulations to the class of 2025. The world is waiting. It's better because you are in it. So, Madam President, this is the good part. Get ready for it. By the power vested in me, by the great state of New Jersey, under the authority of the Governor and the Commissioner of Education, I attest and affirm that all of the members of Old Bridge High School senior class, all 699 of them that you see before you, have satisfied or exceeded the graduation requirements for the state of New Jersey and are hereby deserving of the rights, privileges, and honors thereto to declare themselves the Old Bridge High School graduating class of 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Cittadino. At this time, I'd like to welcome my colleagues, Mrs. Sally Fazio and Mr. Richard Mazurek, to the side podiums. Graduates, this is the moment. As your name is called, please come forward and receive your diploma. Adams.
Ariella Lazoya.
Nikki Adesso.
Isabella Laserson.
Sorabonu Alova.
Brianna Laserson.
David Ajay.
Olivia Lee.
Ashri Adusame.
Madison Leibowitz.
Paulina Agiva.
Emily Lennon.
Gabriel Aguilar.
Kelly Leon.
Jose Aguilar.
Jack Levenhall.
Phoebe Ajay.
Corinne Leomero.
Saad Ahmed.
Melanie Leomero.
Chikufum Nanya Akola.
Natalie Leomero.
Yara Al-Junaidi.
Lisari Lindau Penna.
Zuraiz Alam.
Tyler Linger.
Brandon Alaires.
Haley Lazardo Cadet.
Umar Ali.
Eugenia Lazardo Cadet.
Isaiah Alisea.
Christopher Lozinski.
Mariana Almanzar.
Atani Lewis.
Jana Alsadi.
Jason Liu.
Nalinda Altu.
Helen Louingus Merriquin.
Faizan Amir.
Carolina Lucica.
Braden Appleton.
Nicholas McCool.
Ryan Arbini.
Matthew Migalski.
Simon Arcila.
Omar Mahmood.
Janelle Arias.
Thomas Machen.
Sophia Arlada.
Dylan Mallett.
Carly Arnold.
Fatima Mallett.
Aiden Arroyo.
Liza Mallett.
Michael Artigas.
John Mamo.
Pauline Asuidu.
Ethan Mambo.
Simone Ataya.
Sean Manga.
Anthony Abersano.
Lucas Marcelano.
Nicholas Avila.
Sophia Maricoska.
Or Aviv.
Missiana Miller.
Laura Aviahanka.
Adrian Marquis.
Gabriella Awady.
Troy Markle.
Skylar Awan.
Benjamin Marcoux.
Robert Asimov.
Emily Morera.
Luke Baxt.
Allison Marilyn Ramos.
Gianna Wachonsky.
Amaya Marshall.
Sarah Baxt.
Chelsea Martinez.
Tehran Malachi.
Daze Martinez.
Noah Balbueno.
Steven Martinez.
Kavan Mahi.
Jordan Martino.
Leah Valeno.
Layla Masculi.
Emily Manning.
Juliette Matera.
Kayla Barbado.
Remo Matthew.
Isabel Victoria.
MD
Hayden Bassett.
Courtney McFarlane.
Kyle Bassett.
Logan McIntosh.
David Bayless.
Brendan Bedell.
Luciana Bella.
Sasha Mirza.
Intel Benjamin.
James Mellon.
Lucas Bender.
Amelia Mink.
Peter Benner.
Jeremy Macardo.
Taylor Bentley.
Lucas Michael.
Sydney Bernabella.
Alyssa Michael.
John Biancoli.
Alyssa Minio.
Dia Ino Matthew.
Hayden Cabrera.
Gianna Biznowski.
Jenna Ray Montana.
Haley Blackman.
Christopher Montes Dioca.
Alyssa Lahona.
Antonio Morales.
Rebecca Ogie.
Gabriel Morales.
Juliana Bonomo.
David Moriana.
Aiden Wardemy.
Morgan Morelli.
Gianna Marie Ward.
Gabriela Murad.
Daniela Forbes-Scott.
Shrish Madumbi Vengopal.
Veronica Pochers.
Sorish Madumbi Vengopal.
Dominic Body.
Robert Mulligan.
Kayla Brady.
Layla Murray.
Kaylin Green.
Aisha Mustafa.
Evan Brennan.
Isabella Nazario.
Danielle Brennan.
Morgan Nelson.
Haley Brennan.
Isabella Newsom.
Abdullah Roya.
Daniel Ng.
Noah Brown.
Austin Wynn.
Samaya Brown Hamilton.
Megan Nagam.
Sean Brugman.
Aiden Nocer.
Caitlin Buckhalter.
Melina Marinoska.
Sarah Buckley.
Catherine O'Leary.
Raphael Warner.
Peyton O'Regan.
Rostislav Yurak.
Elliot Obey.
Yana Berdenskaya.
Nee Odaboy.
Christopher Burns.
Victoria Akoko.
Xavier Burton.
Paige Golden.
Bethany Cabot.
Camilla Omirzak.
Jillian Cabrera.
Isabella Ong.
Robert Casaguano.
Troy Warnick.
Aaron Campbell.
Ashton Ortiz.
Francesca Campisi.
Elijah Ortiz.
Madison Cancella.
Kamora Ojeda Ortiz.
Braden Canella.
Logan Ortiz.
Cheyenne Cantalupo.
Kristen Overgaard.
Dylan Cantel.
Andrew Pagucci.
Emily Capano.
Damian
Nicolette Carluzzo.
Grace Parker.
Madison Carroll.
Victoria Perowski.
Matthew Casella.
Erin Correct.
Gabriella Cassiano Martins.
Arya Patel.
Jenna Castle.
Aisha Patel.
Maria Lisa Catalanato.
Isha Patel.
Nicholas Checo.
Kushi Patel.
Luke Cheney.
Krish Patel.
Ali Chan.
Maharshi Patel.
Felicia Chen Patla.
Mahi Patel.
Lizna Chana.
Nupur Patel.
Anya Chakamiria.
Pari Patel.
Ali Chaudhry.
Karina Patel.
Umar Chaudhry.
Tilak Patel.
Pratham Chawla.
Kyle Cole.
Marissa Salentano.
Dominic Paulino.
Nusrat Chowdhury.
Paul Pavluk.
Jordan Christensen.
Brianna Palais Kahea.
Nathan Humash.
Edwin Palais Herrera.
Nicholas Cleary.
Akil Pekala.
Savion Clement.
Alexa Penn.
And Elisa Coco.
Alyssa Penn.
Isabella Colabrina.
Aaron Peralta.
Jade Cologne.
Amanda Percheski.
Nicholas Concepcion.
James Perez.
Margaret Conklin.
Allison Perfetta.
Skylar Conklin.
Alan Prasad.
Ryan Kahn.
Asha Prasad.
Marilyn Cordero.
Anna Patron.
Sandy Corona.
Ryan Colon.
Amber Corcoran Lizardo.
Ashley Foden.
Haley Cosentino.
Leah Viatanza.
Leilani Cosley Wiggins.
Kiara De Jesus.
Jason Koda.
Ariana Pina.
Alessandria Cavolis.
Justin Pinto.
Skylar Cronin.
Nathan Pitt.
Caitlin Crossan.
Emily Pixel.
Alexandra Cruz.
Jalen Pulsencio.
Daniel Cruz.
Anthony Puccina.
Maya Cruz.
Tariana Pilar.
Anthony Cruz Rihanna.
Dominika Plakovic.
Khalees Puritan.
Isabella Borowski.
Kyra Puritan.
Devin Postel.
Carly Catrone.
Ireland Pulliam.
Emily Emily D'Alessandro.
Marissa Powell.
Adele Daftani.
Echo Prado Robert.
Yusuf Daftani.
Samantha Prado Robert.
Nada Dahlan.
Kendrick Pugh. Ava Solana.
Sandy Garuka.
Cheyenne Cleveland.
Stephen Davies.
Gianni Colorado.
Hope Davis.
Megan Fione.
Mia Davis.
William Moreno.
Tyler Dakota.
Becca Cosette.
Raylan De Los Santos.
Cole Reed.
Daniel Deep.
Gabriel Ramirez Chacon.
Griffin D. Gerard.
Sebastian Ramos.
Caitlin D. Gregory.
Claudia Ratasny.
Jason Denudo.
Paloma Remoletto.
Gianna Durasmo.
Rachel Renna.
Maya Darian.
Julissa Raylan Reyes.
Sanjali Desai.
Aiden Reynoso.
Christian DeSerto.
Leah Rioni.
Yassine Diab.
Olivia Rosano.
Daniel Diaz.
Alina Rivera.
Isabella Diaz.
Joaquin Rivera.
Richard Diaz.
Madison Rivera.
Leslie Diaz Melendez.
Juliana Ridley.
James Dimitrakopoulos.
Katie Rodriguez.
Morgan Dayton.
Alexander Rodriguez.
Kevin Doctors.
Ashley Rodriguez.
Alexandra Dorsey.
Daniel Rodriguez.
Tyler Dugan.
Dominic Rodriguez.
Daniel Duran.
Kevin Rodriguez.
Alexander Juak.
Jordan Rogers.
Naima L.
Aiden Roman.
Fadl El Mahdi.
Tallulah Rosenthal.
Mohammed Al Mokadoum.
Julia Rosa.
Minna El Shasti.
Andrew Ross.
Elizabeth Enriquez Valdez.
Jamie Rowan.
Brianna Espinal.
Alexandra Rudea.
Ava Estrada Fields.
Jacob Ruiz Luna.
Zamir Evans.
Camilla Castanova.
Tyler Falcone.
Claire Sachikov.
Roma Fatima.
Ashley Salas.
Pasquale Caruso.
Nelson Salvador.
Madison Feeney.
Xavier Salvador.
John Daniel Ferraro.
Moises Sandoval.
Zobia Paez.
Caleb Santiago.
Mary Fields.
Joshua Santiago.
Nicole Villatova.
Juan Santiago.
Caitlin Florio.
Logan Santiago.
Dylan Flynn.
Kyrie Santos Buchanan.
Julia Fontanez.
Brianna Sanzone.
Tramel Eric Borson.
Ava Sakurito.
Jordan Foster.
Misbah Sadek.
Joseph Foster.
Brendan Scanlon.
Mundy Francois.
Jerry Scarano.
Stephen Francis.
Michael Schubert.
Justin Fruity.
Caitlin Schluter.
Chloe Fusco.
Jordan Small.
Emiana Dabala.
Jamie Schmier.
Casey Galvis.
Mark Schneider.
Katie Gallo.
Logan Schroeder.
Lucas Garcia.
Jackson Schwartz.
Daniel Gardner.
Sandra Sabua.
Lucas Gort.
Anthony Segoman.
Jason Galvin.
Dennis Senya.
Julia Galvin.
Joseph Seguera.
Nina Gerges.
Leah Seguera.
Jasmine Gonin.
Mahek Shah.
Mae Gillick.
Maynard Shaw.
Christopher Goggins.
Tane Shaw.
Natalie Goldberg.
Anastasia Chorman.
Sophia Gomez.
Alan Shecker.
Lana Gonzalez.
Elon Shekarowski.
Justin Good.
Jason Schlen.
Sean Goodwin.
Katerina Sturkina.
Mary Grace Gordon.
Max Schulman.
Maxim Gorlick.
Paul Safari.
Suhas Gorley.
Mohammed Siddiqui.
Caleb Graves.
Lucas Samato.
Aiden Green.
Kushan Singh.
James Greco.
Daniel Singleton.
Ben Gregory.
Isabella Smith.
Jane Griffith.
John Smith.
Alyssa Grillo.
Sanaya Smith.
Thomas Grimes.
Kaylani Sedusa.
Ava Sophia Gross.
John Serrano.
Madison Mishka Grover.
Kevin Soda.
Brandon Guarneri.
Warren Soda.
James Guastella.
Maxine Storey.
Raymond Galanaza.
Ava Stein.
Claudia Gutowski.
James Sortigal.
Jaylee Guzman.
Theo Satarian.
Ty Hagan.
Brianna Sweat.
Matthew Paul.
Brianna Sweat.
Hossein Hader.
Costa Syed.
Jane Haynes.
Sonover Banu Syed.
Mari Hakobian.
Michael Samansky.
Catherine Hankinson.
Sophia Schlotka.
Mackenzie Hansen.
Alan Tarzan Hurtado.
Justin Hascott.
Juliana Tonka.
Babatunde Hassan.
Yusef Tonka.
Hannah Hayon.
Jake Tenepuso.
Nicholas Silvano Hedberg.
Jack Thiebo.
Michael Hefter.
Brianne Thomas Martin.
Kayla Hennessy.
Madison Thompson.
Rihanna Henry.
Madison Tisdale.
Aaron Hernandez.
Jocelyn Tiska.
Jake Hernandez.
Sia Tarkostanova.
Xavier Hernandez.
Madison Tolbert.
Nadia Heslin.
Adrian Torres.
Justin Hines.
Dennis Torres.
Leah Hitchcock.
Matthew Torres.
Shane Lava.
Cynthia Torres.
Catherine Hill.
Redvika Tortuga.
Ryan Hoda.
Oscar Tisa.
Dean Hoffman.
Emmanuel Blue.
Madeline Hopkins.
Alexis Vaquero.
Alexandria Hunts.
Emily Valerio.
Brody Hunt.
Gabriella Valley.
Ahmed Ibrahimov.
Oya Vandra.
Stephen Ibrahim.
Gregory Van Meyer.
Mohammed Ajaz.
Logan Gargan.
Ryan Inkemeyer.
Ava Cecilia.
Gabriella Inkemeyer.
Demetra Vansoye.
Arthur Isris.
Charlotte Belva.
Carolina Janchuk.
Gianna Valette.
Maya Jansen.
Javon Valette.
Chris Janet.
Paula Valette.
Anthony Januk. Jonas.
Gianna Whitfield.
Mania Jones.
Molly Walker.
Sarah Jordan.
Tasai Walker.
Amanda Trapinka.
Sarah Wallen.
Ethan Kalin.
Cameron Wall.
Dominic Callan.
Colin Wall.
Darian Tarjawala.
Matthew Wall.
Aziza Carpo.
Kaylani Warren.
Tiana Kasakovic.
Salar Warite.
Sarah Casey.
Ashley Wassilin.
Christopher Keenan.
Emma Lynn Weir.
Brady Kelly.
Sam Weinstein.
Lily Kelly.
Aiden Wiseman.
Robert Kelsey.
Aiden A.J. Wetzel.
Mandel Kacha Trim.
Damian Werner Chiarmalo.
Ali Khan.
Carter Willett.
Khadijah Khan.
Addison Wilmot.
Mogan Khan.
Trishana Wilson.
Molly Coco.
Dean Ross.
Anzir Kikarov.
Caitlin Warren.
Travis Killing.
Juliana Worth.
Audrey King.
Olivia Wysocki.
Natalia Clemendorf.
Angela Jabro.
Jada Kimmick.
Lillian Yang.
Maxim Coburn.
Mia Yabez.
Theodore Kozan.
Maya Millett.
Sahej Kohli.
Marcelino Youssef.
Andon Kalari.
Lily Zampini.
Kojo Kupson.
Angelica Stepancic.
Anastasia Porter.
Anya Sanderi.
Emily Corona.
Stars Alaska.
Gabriella Konowitz.
Mia Zeno.
Alex Kravchenko.
Taylor Zimmerman.
Noel Gulon.
Karina Kadri.
Haley Cordilla.
Leah Exana.
He asked me to introduce him as the pride of Staten Island and just say, forget about it, everyone would understand. But here he is, live and in person, the Vice Principal for the class of 2025, Mr. James O'Leary.
So we gotta forget about it. So Dr. Sasso, one of the most important things he taught me was that the word forget about it can literally be used in any situation, right? You guys just graduated. Forget about it. It's 95 today and miserable. Forget about it. Try it. Anyway, good morning. Good morning, family and friends, honored guests on stage with us, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. I stand here today with an enormous amount of pride and gratitude and disbelief that 4 years have passed so quickly, and I know how cliche it is, but it's true. Freshman year was interesting, as was alluded to before. You guys haven't been in school in a year and a half. I think you forgot how to be students, many of you, but you figured it out. But we were all wearing masks. I didn't know what any of you looked like until March. It was really just a bizarre time, but we got through it. We were fist bumping or elbow bumping instead of high-fiving. And as your vice principal, I've had the unique privilege of walking alongside you these last 4 years, and I've seen you grow from tentative 14-year-olds to the confident young adults that sit before me today. I've watched you navigate challenges, celebrate victories, and I have a lot more gray hair than I did 4 years ago, but I hope you learned something along the way, because I know I did. I've learned that every one of you has your own story. I've learned that everyone is capable of doing good. And I've learned, probably most importantly, that learning goes both ways, because I know that I've learned so much from you. Your journey has been remarkable in high school. The world continues to change rapidly around you, and through it all, you've adapted and persevered. Whether it was in the classroom, on the field, on the stage, or through acts of kindness and leadership in our community, you collectively embody what it means to be a knight, resilient, honorable, and unafraid to face the future. Let's revisit senior year for just a second. And I know all of the events were mentioned earlier, I'm not going to go through them all, but just the dinner cruise, the prom, probably one of the best proms that I've seen, that I've been to in many, many years. And the creation of the latest Disney superhero, Shane Lightning Lane Harava, if you know, you know, all born out of the magic of Walt Disney World. Each of those events, though, is a celebration of how far you've come and the memories that you've made together. Some of you discovered passions you never had. Some of you stumbled and got back up and found the strength that you didn't even know existed. But all of you have left a mark on Old Bridge High School, which is much better now than it was 4 years ago. And if you listen to any part of my speech, I want you to listen to this next 30 seconds or so. As you prepare to leave this chapter behind, I want to leave you with this thought. The qualities we admire most: patience, resilience, and courage. They do not arrive in easy moments. Think about it. If you wish to be more patient, you don't just get magically zapped with patience. Rather, life gives you opportunities to be patient. You may find yourself in a situation where you have no choice but to be. The same goes for courage. You don't wake up feeling brave, but you might find yourself in a moment where you have to be. And when you wish to be more resilient, life doesn't magically make things easier for you. It will give you obstacles that push you to bounce back, to adapt, and to keep moving forward. And that's how growth really works. The qualities we want most usually show up in the form of challenges, and as you head out into the world, those challenges will be the very things that help you become stronger, wiser, and will shape you into the person that you are meant to be. As you move forward, remember that success is not measured by titles, salaries, or achievements. It is measured by how you treat others, how you rise after failure, and how willing you are to keep learning and growing. Wherever you go next, college, career, military, for many of you, carry the spirit of the knights with you, and that is one of courage, compassion, and commitment. Class of 2025, it has been an absolute honor to watch you grow. I'm looking at you and I can't believe this may be the last time I see most of your faces. and that it ended so abruptly, but you've had a beautiful ride. Thank you so much for the laughter, the lessons that I've learned from you, the memories, roller coasters. And as we say, once a night, always a night. Congratulations to you all. Now go show the world what nights are made of.
Thank you. We heard that mentioned before, but at this time, as tradition with our graduation ceremony, the class advisors for the 2025 class, Mrs. Mandano and Mr. Darrow, will now present the gifts. At this time, Ms. Mandano and Mr. Darrow.
Good morning, class of 2025. Mrs. Sedano and I want to take a moment to thank you. It has been our absolute pleasure being your class advisors these last 4 years.
We also wanted to thank the incredible team who supported every event. Our administration for giving us the reins, Mr. Beverly for crushing it as our student life advisor. Our dream team of teachers who showed up time and time again. To the parents and guardians, thank you for sharing your children with us.
It feels like just yesterday we were on diet for Freshman Friday, and now here you all are, ready to take on the world. The English teacher in me has one last story. I promise it's a short one, no Beowulf today. The tale of two wolves. An old Cherokee told his grandson, there's a battle inside each of us between two wolves. One is anger, jealousy, greed, it is darkness. The other is joy, love, and empathy. It is light. The boy asked, which wolf wins? The elder replied, the one you feed.
We've seen your light in the classroom, on the field, and yes, even on a mattress lighting across the gym floor during battle of the classes. As we take the next steps, our shining nights, our wish for you is this. Protect your light, nurture your light, let it shine even in the darkest corners.
Be proud of what you've done here, who you've become here, and the difference you made here, and always remember, you are deeply loved. We will never forget you, class of 2025. To keep your legacy alive, we will now present the class gifts.
We're leaving a monetary gift to each class following us so that they too can create unforgettable memories together. We're also ensuring that Mr. Toro and the Gazette Department have a lifetime supply of beanbags for endless cornhole tournaments.
And finally, we're contributing to the Woodshop Scholarship Fund to thank the unsung heroes of Woolridge High School, Mr. Borriello and his Wood 4 students, who consistently brought our wildest visions to life. Congratulations, we love you, class of 2025.
We are in the last page of the program, so will Joseph Lanzafama, Anthony Pizzulli, Anya Call, and Shravia Sankisa please join me at the podium.
The turning of the council at graduation ceremonies represents the culmination of many years of hard work to reach this milestone in our lives.
This is the last act we will perform as OBHS students.
I don't think we can say it enough, but never forget, once a night, always a night.
Will the class of 2025 please stand? Old Bridge High School, class of 2025, please move your tassels from the right to left.